Xiaomi Redmi 12 is one of the best looking budget phones out here. Announced in June this year, I think this phone is going to stick. 5 months down the line, I still think this is a very good looking budget phone and the price is just crazy. For 140 US dollars or approximately 22,000 Kenyan shillings, you will get yourself this budget phone. The experience of using this phone has been a mixture of ups and downs. I say downs because coming from a Samsung flagship phone to a Redmi 12 budget phone, there are some things that won't just feel right. For example, multitasking. Redmi 12 uses a MediaTek Helio G88, which is a 12 nanometer chip. This is not the most powerful chip, but for a budget phone, it just feels more than enough. I believe majority of those people who will be getting this phone will be upgrading from an old budget phone to a new budget phone. Believe me when I tell you that the experience will just feel right. Comparing this phone to something like Samsung A14, the A14 feels like a joke. The Redmi 12 has slimmer bezels and looks way better than the A14 and has a slightly powerful chip. Plus, we have a hole punch front-facing camera, which is mind-boggling for such a budget phone. The 6.79 inches display is crazy good. The 90Hz refresh rate feels buttery smooth, and I believe Apple should take some notes. The resolution is 1080p by 2460p, which means that it won't appear pixelated when reading and looking at some content from the internet or the phone's storage. The frame is made out of plastic, which is expected from any other budget phone. Even though it's plastic, the frame gives aluminum vibes, and the back is made out of glass, which is foreign for a budget phone at this price category. Even though the phone feels big in the hand, the bigger screen can be used for content consumption, which I believe you're going to enjoy. MIUI 14 based on Android 13 is the software of choice, and honestly speaking, the OS paired with the Helio G88 operates smoothly. During my time with this phone, I did not experience any freezes on this speaks volume. The price cutting costs can be seen in the camera department. I will tell you blankly that the cameras are not that great, but they are usable. When not subjected to enough lighting, they really look bad, which is a shame. At the back, we have a triple set of cameras, 50 megapixels main camera, which ought to perform well, but maybe its capabilities have been limited by the software. An 8 megapixels ultra-wide camera and a 2 megapixels macro, which is as useless as it sounds. The back shooter is only limited to shooting 1080p videos at 30 frames per second, which is good for a budget phone. The front-facing camera is an 8 megapixels shooter, which also is not that great. Pictures appear to have a lot of noises and they are not sharp. Also, the front-facing camera can shoot videos at 30 frames per second. For a budget phone, I believe these cameras are somewhat good. This phone comes packed like any other Redmi out there. At the bottom, we have a USB-C charging port, which can support charging speeds up to 18 watts, which is good for a budget phone. The Bluetooth version is 5.3, which is great. There is also an infrared and a 3.5mm audio jack at the top. The volume and power rockers are located on the right-hand side. We also have a 5000 milliamps of battery, which is solid and lasts like forever. The battery life of the MIUI 14 is crazy good for this phone. It feels snappier than it should, and that is a good thing for the consumers. I see this phone being a popular option in the market for what it offers. If you can learn to live with not a good camera, then this is a very solid phone for you. It will be amazing if this phone got 2 years of major software update, but for now, this feels like an impossible task. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in the next one.